Welcome everyone to our lecture on the Rainman problem. This lecture is included in the chapter of kinematics. So let us start. So in the Rainman problem, we'll be dealing with the concepts of relative velocity, and basically we'll be trying to learn how to apply the idea of relative velocity in two-dimensional cases. So let us start. So, as the name suggests, the problem is related to the rain and a man. So, let us say you have a man, and basically the man is moving with some velocity Vm on a horizontal surface. So, uh, the purpose of the Rainman problem is to determine that if a rain is falling with some angle with respect to vertical, like this, that the rain is falling at some angle with respect to vertical, then the purpose of the Rainman problem is that what is the velocity of the rain as seen by this particular person. So what do we mean by that? So by that we want to say that as seen by this person, what would be the speed at which the rain would be coming to him, or at what angle would the rain be coming to him with the respect with the vertical. So how to do it? So as we have discussed in the idea of relative velocity, what we say is that when you have two bodies which are observing each other, so in this case, let's say if I want to observe rain, so I would write v vector, and the first subscript I would write is r. That is, what thing I want to observe is r, and with respect to what I want to observe, I want to observe with respect to man. The second subscript I would write is man. So this suggests that what expression would be valid here is that velocity of rain, that is what I'm trying to observe. We are trying to observe the rain, and with respect to what we are trying to observe, I am trying to observe with respect to man. So I would subtract my velocity, that is velocity of man, from the velocity of rain to get the relative velocity of rain with respect to the man. So let us dive deep into our concept with an example. So in this example, we have rain falls with a velocity of minus 10 meter per second relative to ground. So it is falling vertically downwards. A man starts walking with a speed of 1 meter per second as shown. The man is starting to walk towards right with speed of 1 meter per second, and we have to find uh, that what is tan theta, where the angle which the rain makes with the vertical as seen by the walking person is theta. That is, man is seeing the rain coming towards him at some angle with respect to the vertical. So what is happening here is that the rain is falling vertically. It is falling vertically downwards. It is falling vertically downwards with some velocity, and we know this velocity vector. This is minus 10 j cap meters per second. Now the man starts walking with a speed of 1 meter per second in rightward direction. So as you would be knowing that we would be subtracting our velocity from the velocity of rain. If we are to use this particular expression, then we would say that velocity of rain with respect to man, that is the velocity of the rain which is seen by this man, can be found by subtracting. We'd be writing the velocity of rain, that is Vr vector. What is the velocity of rain? So that is minus 10 j cap with respect to ground, minus the velocity of man. The velocity, man is moving towards right, it is moving in positive x direction, that means its velocity is 1 meter per second, that is I cap. So this is the velocity of man minus I, that is minus I plus 10 g meters per second. That is the velocity of rain with respect to man. So this is the velocity of rain with respect to man, and we are supposed to find what is the angle which this vector makes with the vertical. So if we are to draw this particular value, we can say that the rain is moving in minus I direction. So it would be somewhat like this. So this particular value, we are drawing velocity of rain with respect to man vector. So we'll be drawing this vector to the unit 1 in minus x direction and a unit 10 in minus y direction, and the rain would appear at this particular angle with respect to the vertical to the man. So the man would be seeing the rain coming in this particular direction. And this tan theta we can just, this tan theta would be equal to 1 by 10. So this is from what we have done. So this is what we have obtained by drawing the vector. So this is this particular problem. Okay. So let us move to the next problem. So the next problem, let's see. Man walks with a speed of 5 meter per second, positive x direction. Rain is falling with a speed of 10 meter per second with respect to ground at an angle 30 degree with the vertical. Find the velocity of the rain with respect to man. Rain makes the angle with the vertical in positive direction. Okay. So we have a man who is moving with the velocity of 5 meter per second towards right, and the rain is falling with a velocity of some 10 meter per second towards positive x direction, and it makes an angle of some 30 degree with the vertical. This is the velocity of rain with respect to ground, and this is the velocity of man. So if I were to write the velocity of rain vector, if we were to draw or do this question in vector form, so velocity of rain vector would be some 10 cos 30 degree in I cap direction, and minus 10 sin 30 degree in I cap direction, and 10 cos 30 degree in minus j cap direction. So this would come out to be some 5 I cap minus 5 root 3 j cap. This is the velocity of rain. So we can do this, visualize this, we can do this question in one more way. Imagine there are two cars A and B. The car A is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second in this particular direction. Car B is moving simply with a velocity of 5 meter per second. Now if we are to resolve the velocity of car A in x and y direction, then in the x direction it would be moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second, and in y direction with some velocity 5 root 3 whatever. So we would be observing that A and B, the cars A and B would be moving in x direction with the same velocity, which means that they would be covering distance in x direction at the same rate. So they won't be seeing each other moving in x direction at all. There would be no relative velocity in x direction. So what we mean by saying is that B won't be seeing A moving ahead of it in x direction, and similarly A won't be seeing B moving ahead. They would be seeing each other not moving at all in the particular x direction. That is the relative motion between A and B in x direction would be 0. So this can be inferred by simply observing their velocities in x direction, right? And this can be also be seen by doing the question vectorially. For example, if I am trying to, now A and B are actually rain and man. Now if I were to replace the card A with rain and card B with man, then they would be seeing the same situation in that way only. That the man won't be seeing the rain traveling in X direction. It would be seeing the rain only in Y direction. So that is what we are looking for. That when the man's horizontal velocity matches the horizontal velocity of the rain, which is 5 meter per second, then the relative motion in x direction becomes 0. The velocity of man in x direction is simply 5I, and we know that to find the relative velocity, I subtract the velocity of the thing which is trying to observe, that is the man, from this particular velocity, which should only leave the velocity 5 root 3 j gap, which again gives us the same idea that as seen by man, the rain would appear only falling in the j cap direction rather than going in I cap direction. So this is what was the question was asking, what is the velocity of rain with respect to man. So that velocity is simply minus 5 root 3 j cap meters per second. Yes, find the velocity of rain with respect to man. So we have done it. So let us move ahead to the next question. Okay. So in the next question, rain is falling with respect to ground at a velocity of 20 meter per second at an angle 30 degree with the vertical as shown. This is the figure, and the man starts running with a speed of 5 meter per second. The man is running towards left. So it may look like the man is going towards right, but the man is actually moving towards left. Find the velocity of rain with respect to the man. So let's see the man velocities of man. We can write in one step. The velocity of man is some 5 meter per second and in minus I cap direction. It's moving in minus I cap direction. And velocity of rain, if we were to write what is the velocity of rain, then that is some 20 meter per second. (20 meters per second), and we'll be writing minus sine theta I cap and minus cos theta j cap, where theta is some 30 degree. So this I cap and j cap and sine theta and cos theta we can write by writing the velocity vector, drawing the velocity vector, and let's say this angle is theta, then this particular component is Vr sine theta, the component in front of theta, and the component with theta is the cos theta component, that is Vr cos theta. Cos theta is vertical downwards, that is a negative, and sine theta is in minus I cap direction, that's why there is a negative sign there also. So this whole quantity comes out to be some, since theta is 30, since theta is 30, this value comes out to be some minus 10 meter per second I cap minus 10 root 3 j cap. This is the velocity of rain. Velocity of rain with respect to man. Velocity of rain with respect to man, we would be subtracting the velocity of man from the velocity of rain. So when we subtracting, this I cap would turn out to be positive. So just write the formula, velocity of rain minus velocity of man. This would come out to be minus 5 I cap minus 10 root 3 j cap meters per second. So this would be the velocity of rain with respect to the man. We can take also the magnitude of this particular value, and we can also find the angle at this particular value would be some 5 5 I cap, and the foot value is of 10 root 3, and we can find the angle tan alpha. Next, let us proceed to the next question, that is question number 3. So a man is walking in rain and observes rain falling vertically with a velocity of 5 meter per second. The rain is falling vertically with respect to the man, and the rain is falling with a speed of 5 meter per second. The speed of the man is 5 meter per second, and you have to find the angle which the rain makes with the vertical in ground frame, and you have to find the man then increases his speed to 10 meter per second without changing direction. So find the angle which the rain makes with the vertical in the man's frame of reference. Okay, so let us go to the next page. So in this particular question, the velocity of rain is not known in x direction, and let's say it's also not known for now in y direction. The velocity of man is known to us, it is moving towards right, let's say it's moving with the speed of 5 meter per second, that is 5 I cap meters per second. Velocity of rain with respect to man is purely vertical, that means that Vx comes out to be 0. It is seeing no velocity in x direction, it is only purely vertical, and that velocity too is given to us, that is 5 meters per second, and this particular sign would be negative value. Yeah, this sign would be negative. Velocity of rain with respect to man, rain would be falling vertically downwards, minus 5 j cap. So if you are to just use the formula velocity of rain with respect to man, then it would give us some Vx, and we would be subtracting velocity of man from the velocity of rain, that would give us Vx minus 5 I cap and simply Vy j cap. And if you would equate these two values, then you would easily see that the velocity of rain in y direction would remain minus 5 j cap, and the velocity of rain in x direction would come out to be 5, since Vx minus 5 has to be equal to 0. So we found the velocity of rain in x direction and y direction. So this should be kind of clear if we are not using these equations as well. Without using equations, we can say that the rain is appearing in vertical direction to the man. So that means, and also the man is not moving in vertical direction. So that means that the vertical velocity of the rain won't have changed in the frame of reference of the man, as man is not moving vertically, and the man is moving with the velocity of, and the rain appears to be moving with the velocity of 5 meter per second in y direction, which means that the rain must be going with the velocity of 5 meter per second in y direction, which comes eventually. And this is what we observed in the question number 1, that when man and the rain are moving with the same horizontal velocity, then the rain appears vertical to the man. And since the rain is already appear vertical to the man, that means that the man's horizontal velocity straight up gets transferred to the horizontal velocity of the rain, which comes us as the answer. And finally, in B part of the question, it is asked that what if the man's velocity becomes 10 I cap? It increases velocity to 10 I cap meters per second. Then what would happen? Then we would say that now the velocity of rain with respect to man can be calculated by using some 5 I cap minus 5 j cap. That is the velocity of rain vector minus velocity of man vector, which is 10 I cap meters per second. So this would come out to be minus 5i plus 5j meters per second. So if you were to plot it, if we want to plot this particular value, so how do we do it? So let us select a line, draw a line, and draw one more line, right? And we have to plot 5i 5j. So as you can see, I have selected 5 units here, 5 units here, and we have to draw in the third quadrant. So this would be the velocity vector of rain, velocity vector of the rain with respect to the man. So this is how the velocity would appear to the uh, man with respect to the rain. And as you can guess, this particular angle would be 45 degrees, since this is 5 and this is also 5. So thank you for joining. So in this particular lecture, we discuss the idea of rain man problem and how relative velocity is involved in it. That is, we subtract the velocity of man from the thing which we are trying to observe. So in rain man problem, we observe the rain, so we subtract the velocity of man from the velocity of rain, and this is the central formula which drives each question, and all the questions revolve around this only. So in the next particular lecture, we'll be discussing the reversible problem, and in that also the same idea would be applied and with a different mix. So thank you.